And here we go again, yet another practice officially in the books here for the Auburn Tigers during fall camp under their belt as Hugh Freeze, Payton Thorne tried to build a connection, rapport with all of the freshmen and the transfers coming in here with this offense. I mean, man, are they looking good so far. Obviously, it's just fall camp. The pads aren't really on yet and there's no contact, but don't you guys worry. Things are going to ramp up very, very soon. And in this video, we're going to cover all the news, the notes, the highlights, the observations from today's practice. Before we jump in though, like we always do, I want to give credit where credit is due. And that is no other than all of the beat reporters over there for the Auburn Tigers. There's going to be 4 at the top left of your screen. I promise you guys right now, if you follow them on X, you will not regret it. They do such a good job getting these highlights out, getting the notes out for us, kind of enabling us to make these videos. And without them, these videos are not possible. So do me a favor and go follow them on X right now before anything. Now, as you're going to watch some highlights, I'm going to inform you on what we saw over the first 2 days of practice. Now, obviously, the biggest storyline is, yes, Cam Coleman, Perry Thompson in the Freeze 4, but more importantly, former Penn State receiver Keandre Lambert-Smith coming over here, putting his faith and trust in Payton Thorne, in Hugh Freeze, and he is trying to break out this season. Last year, he led Penn State with 670 yards, 53 catches, but is already looking like the #1 target for Payton Thorne, which is fair to say. The dude is really talented when it comes to route running ability, going up there, making big time catches, and he has been already impressing a bunch of the coaching staff, but Hugh Freeze is a little bit more invested on the new Freeze 4. That includes Cam Coleman, Perry Thompson, Malcolm Simmons, and Bryce Cain. Now, the big thing to note here, guys, Cam Coleman is getting all of the 2 wide receiver sets. He's getting all those reps. It's him and Lambert-Smith. Those guys are going to be starters, no matter what. I don't see that changing at all. But another guy who has looked really, really good so far did miss, the first portion of when the team was able to practice, right? Cam Coleman came in, but it took a little bit longer for Perry Thompson to come in. But he is looking good, man. Perry Thompson looks dynamic. I mean, this dude is built for the NFL. You can just see it. And I hope he continues to develop as time goes on, but he looks like he could be an immediate threat already, starting to stand out. Very physical talent, very good mentally. I'm excited for him. But also another guy, Sam Jackson, who, if you guys remember, we played him last season when he was on Cal, did transfer over. He got some first-team reps as well at wide receiver, which was interesting. He got some meaningful reps during yesterday's practice, and even today, it looks like he'll be in rotation with the other wide receivers, and he'll probably be, very consistent when it comes to getting playing time here. I don't think he'll be a day 1 starter by any means, but when it comes to being, a weapon, I think him and Payton Thorne already have that connection. If you guys didn't know, they were actually teammates in high school and have been friends ever since, so that connection is there, and I think them bringing him in over from Cal is actually very smart because it adds Payton Thorne not only another weapon, but another guy that he trusts, another guy that he already has the rapport with, so that's huge in my opinion. Now, do me a favor, guys, real quickly, comment down below 2 players that you are super excited to see, whether it's a freshman, a sophomore, whether it's a transfer coming over, or if it's a senior. Who are you most excited to see this year? And give me a couple of players you think could break out. For me, it is definitely Kane Lee, man. The way I hear Hugh Freeze talk about Kane Lee, I'm locked in. I'm loaded. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go to war with Kane Lee, man. Sophomore cornerback, looked really good last year at times in spurts, and this year is going to get an opportunity to be DB1, so definitely excited to see him. Looks like him and Keontae Scott have been pretty much locked in those 2 cornerback spots. We also have Antonio Kite getting a lot of opportunity, as well as J.C. Hart and true freshman Jay Crawford are expected to compete for that #3 job with this cornerback room. Now, it looks like Auburn is going to rotate a lot of safeties this season, and we're going to talk about that in just a second. Before we dive into the safety room, do me a big favor, guys. Hit the like button, but more importantly, subscribe to the channel if you're new, guys. 1, it is free. It doesn't cost anything to subscribe, and get this, we're going to be covering the Auburn Tigers throughout the entirety of training camp, or fall camp, whatever you want to call it, right? Got you guys covered. Almost every single practice, going to just let you know what's going on. But more importantly, we're going to be covering them through games, right? Breaking down the game day film, keeping you guys updated with everything, live streaming some of the games on my Twitch. If you want to follow that, if you guys actually want to watch some games with me, you can follow my Twitch. Link will be in the description, or you can find it at Matty Dubs with 3 S's. But man, I promise you guys, Auburn content to the max. We got you guys covered, so join the family. But with that being said, let's dive back into the video a little bit. So it looks like Texas transfer Jaron Thompson will probably have that job locked up as a starting safety. And then you have Caleb Wooden, who is a junior now, looking to get the majority of the other safety reps with Keontae Scott moving down to a cornerback role. You also have Sylvester Smith, who is a redshirt freshman trying to break out this year. We'll see what happens with him. But those are the 3 safeties that you should probably keep your eye on with this defense going forward. Very interesting group there, but probably one of my favorite groups is the front 7. The front 7 looks like it could be really fun. So obviously we have Jalen McLeod. He's probably going to be dynamic. Obviously last year showed like he could be one of the top edge rushers. I think he can do it again this season. You also have Arkansas State transfer Kieran Crawford, who's looking to get a lot of reps in that that position specifically. Then you have Keldrick Falk on the other side. I am pumped about that group specifically. I think all 3 of those guys can make a big impact. Then you look at, the interior of the defensive line with Gage Keys, Jason Jones. Beautiful, right? You got your Buck and Jalen McLeod, Eugene Asante, Austin Keys. I forgot about Champ Anthony as well. He's another guy that's probably going to get a lot of reps in there, man. So I am pumped about this season, guys. This is a massive year for what Auburn needs to do, right? If you are able to continue to win football games, like we said last video, if you can win 8 to 9 games, man, the recruiting classes from here are going to be unbelievable. We also got some more recruiting news. I think someone put in a crystal ball for Deuce Knight. If that is true, if we can land Deuce Knight, flip him from Notre Dame, that is massive, right? We still need Andrew Babalola. Can we land him in this class, right? You got Jared Smith. You just offered Derek Smith's brother, Eric Smith, I believe his name is, 6'6" wide receiver. Can you land him? I saw Alabama try to offer him as well. A lot of things are going to happen here over the next couple of days, couple of weeks, and then we're a month away from game time, man. I am excited. I'm excited, man. I cannot wait. Guys, join the family, turn on post notifications, go follow all of the Auburn media team on X right now. We're going to have more practice notes coming up in the next couple of days, and we are so close to 1,000 subscribers. This is my backup, or not my backup, this is my 4th channel. My main one has about 105,000 subscribers. That's just for the NFL. If you want to follow that, it's Matty Dubs. We have an NBA one, we have a Celtics one. But man, my college one, we coming, man. We coming, man. I'm so excited for the college season. So join the family, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.